Okay, so I was trying to do these videos and completely messed up the first recording, but fortunately I realized that when I was only about 15 minutes into it. So I'm gonna just try to go back in and do another react. I had done this thing entirely, which was not a huge loss because it wasn't going to be a fresh react anyways, because I had seen it before, or a large portion of it in some live stream, and it has a cameo by me right here at about the 1 minute mark. See that cool cameo? Yeah, I had a whole bunch of praise. I was like, oh, my cameo, it's so awesome. And then the video, oh yeah, it messed up real bad. So anyways, I'm going to react to this one again. And then Cleopatrart by Julie on the Cross. So this one I got about this far into, and that's when I realized everything was all messed up. Okay, and then, so I did, this won't be a totally fresh react, but it will be to the last like 3 minutes. And then Tommy Works, I watched these two videos of hers privately, and then I want to watch this one, Deuce Volt Invicta anime opening. And then Nihilith has a new one, The Media Circus, which is a sequel to We Live in Clown World, which has super good animation. Okay, and then while I was trying to fix the video or figure out what was going on, I happened to notice that Whale's Bane had a new video that popped up just an hour ago, so we got to see that one. And then I realized that Whale's Bane had this one, which I had never actually seen. So probably we're going to have to watch both of them, but at least this older one that I missed 5 days ago when it appeared. Okay, so let's go back to Occultus Notitia, and this little bit at the beginning is actually taken from Feeble Mind's live stream. I know this doesn't look like Feeble Mind, but I've seen him in this form now. He live streamed in this form, so there's a little in-joke taken from his live stream. Let's look at it, and the scene he's reacting to is from an Ohio Birdman video.
There just has to be like a little bit more to your videos than just like, here's a bunch of cameos.
Okay, and then here is Skyebrows, but he's been combined with like, I forget what it's called, that Super Chad meme. Where the guy is really muscular, and Chad, the bodybuilder that's been photoshopped to look even more male and muscular and everything. Drop the bass, what a twist. Okay, and then I don't know who these characters are. Who'd expect it go like this? What a place, quick react, angry duck goes quack, 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 quack. Who's it? Okay, and then this is Angry Duck, a video creator, and he has purple eyes, and he smokes a cigar. Oh, and I guess the cigar looks like it's actually coming out of his neck when I look closely. So that's an amusing little AI error there. Does this logo deep? And here's Avted Fatash. Dive, super soggy, good job. And I'm not sure if this is Night Owl or if it's that King guy, King Broly, I think he's called. I'm not sure which. And then not sure who this is. And this is Rain Terran. And it says 2+?= 4. And then this guy, I keep seeing him. I don't know who he is. I'm sorry. I keep seeing him in cameos, though. And then this is Louisverse, or Lady Wasabi. And this is Eustace the Useful. And they're doing the Why Are You Gay meme. So a bunch of, see, the title is called Meme Supremacists. And a lot of this is references to memes. Okay, and then this guy is the fedora tipping guy, and he's like from about 10 years ago, and I'm trying to remember if he was like one of the atheist bros or something. Not quite sure.
Hold up, wait out the gate. Deep joke to appreciate.
Okay, and then we got Jaded Fett and Kivox riding on whales, I think.
Wow, wow, hold up now. Wondering where, why, and how. Come right back, what was that? Someone said a joke in chat.
And then this is Null FM and Dawn Halo. And then this is from the anime Full Metal Alchemist, and it's talking about AI isn't art, you need to learn how to do it, there's no skill in AI. So that's one of the anti-AI things the anti-AI people say. And then this is my cameo. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Yeah, I had a whole bunch of praise for Occultist Notitia last time, and it's all gone in the ruined video. Okay, but anyways, Occultist Notitia, this is a really cool cameo, and I really like it. Yeah, and I know the pennies in the snoot are flowers instead of pennies, but that's okay. It's really hard to get the AI to do that. And then this guy, I don't know who he is, but I've been seeing a guy with this symbol on his shirt. I think that symbol. So I don't know who this is, but yeah, look at this. Okay, that is so cool. I'm going to look at it again. Let's look at it again. That is so cool. Thank you, Occultist Notitia. I'm really, really pleased by that. Okay, and then this is Pipkin Pippa, although her ears are a little bit wrong. I'm pretty sure it's her. And she has Hassan Piker as her dog, and he's got a shock collar on. So that's a reference to the way that, Hassan Piker is her dog now. She owned him because she got a really important interviewer to cancel an interview with Hassan over, I think, the dog shocking and some other scandals. Let's keep going. And then this is Occultist Notitia, his self-representation character. And I'm not sure who this is. I think maybe Nicola, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure why she turns into Shrek. I think it might be a reference to the Shrek and Freren meme, but I'm just not sure what meme it's referring to. And then Elmo from Sesame Street. I think this is a meme. I don't know. Okay, and then the whatever is like a YouTube show or a podcast. I think a YouTube show. And then we've got Dot Pocket, Kinney the Hound. This is Juliana Cross in Cleopatra form. We're going to watch that video later. And then Smuggalana in her half Firefox, half Frostfox form. And this is Neum, the sea bunny, which is a type of sea slug, VTuber. And she's fairly new.
Keep it up, give it slap, don't give up until it drops. Add and cue, all that's new, make the beat have super chop.
Okay, and then this is Atami Works. And I was told that this is some YouTuber that really focuses on the 6-7 meme or something like that.
Wow, wow, what a twist, you're a mean supremacist. Hold up, wait out the gate, deep joke to appreciate. Wow, wow, hold up.
And I think this is Rick Astley in clown makeup.
Now wondering where, why, and how. Come right back, what was that? Someone said a joke.
And then this is Ohio Birdman, and he's made some videos. He's nearly impossible to find on YouTube because the Ohio is spelled really weirdly, and the I in it looks like an L. So it looks like Aloha Birdman, but it's actually Ohio Birdman. So you have to know a whole bunch of tricks to even find his YouTube channel. Okay, and then here is Brian Speaks, or Be Good, and he's got Feeble Mind in his seal form here.
Someone said a joking.
And I'm not sure who this is, but this is Glee Man. Oh, well, I'm kind of wondering, is this Trucker Man? But Nazca Holy Goddess isn't anywhere nearby, and he doesn't have the right clothing. So I don't know who that is. Okay, and then this is Tito Gobi, and this is Powder. And for some reason, they're drinking a lot of alcohol and smoking a lot of cigarettes, and I don't know what that is. So this is probably some in-joke that I don't know about. Oh, and she does Amelia as well. She has an Amelia VTuber model. Okay, extremely cool. And sorry, I had to watch it 3 times to actually get a reaction. But the first time I accidentally watched it in some live stream and really liked it. It was so cool. Let's get it back up.
There just has to be like a little bit more to your videos.
Okay, yep, yeah, Feeble Mind complaining about how many the videos are about cameos. And there I am. So cool, thank you. Okay, now this one that I got this far in before it was ruined, let's go back to the beginning. So this is the self-representation character of a Julie on a cross. And, it's like only 4 days old. Everyone is talking about this one, so I need to react to it. Okay, so but I want you to watch this little opening here. Can you believe that this is AI, that this is not anime? I want you to be thinking about that while you're watching her with the umbrella. Just think about that. Can you believe that this is AI, that is not a real anime? Can you believe it? Watch this. Okay, and then I'm not sure if this statue is anyone, but this appears to be like a museum worker. And then I think this is probably Mizuki, and I don't think any of the other statues are anyone.
Cleopatra.
And just look at the texture, how it looks like a painting. Look at how beautiful.
Eternal queen of beauty, rise to claim your throne. The last bastion of purity, the art world has forgone. The tides have changed, the dams have burst. It's time for a return to earth. Unleash your...
Okay, and then this is Skyebrows himself. And this here where it says Quangos, that is a reference to the Quango troll who has been bothering the Skyebrows community and especially Leaflet.
Sacred power, flood the system with rebirth.
Okay, and then this is Chiral Chikage. He tells people to call him Chi as an easier way because a lot of people have problems with Chiral. And but look at the background. Look at how much this looks like a painting. I'm wondering if maybe this actually is a painting that was fed into the AI. It just really, look at this. I just love this. Okay, and then this character, I need to learn this character's name. I don't know his name. And then not sure, unless this is meant to be Kivox. It might meant to be Kivox, but maybe, I don't know. And then this is Atami Works, and she makes videos. We're going to have one later on. And then the Angry Duck, who also makes videos, and his eyes aren't purple, but a lot of times his eyes aren't purple. It can be hard to make the AI do that to his eyes. And then Eustace, I just like the facial expression that he has. Look at that facial expression. I mean, his hat should be pointed, but it works very well anyways. I think this is a reference to various art pieces that were supposedly really expensive, but not really worth anything, like the lobster phone. And the banana taped to a wall with duct tape is a really notorious art piece that was being sold for, like, I think many millions of dollars or something. But yeah, saying that, you know, real art that's in the museum, quote unquote, real art is not necessarily real art. Let me just cough and drink some water. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, this thing, this is extremely disgusting to try to pass this off as art. Considered abomination. Oh yeah, and this, I don't know this thing, but it looks horrible, so I bet it's another, you know, modern art installation. And then this is a reference to the Olympics, either opening ceremony or closing ceremony, I forget which was just super, super horrible, and everyone hated it. Masquerading as Yep, and then here we got, was that a urinal? Yeah, a urinal being passed off as art. This is some VTuber, I think. And who is this? This guy looks familiar. I don't know who that is. Creations, but now the tide has changed. The dam has burst. Oh, there's Leaflet. But before we look at that, I don't just want to do a naming the cameos thing in here. Look at this scene that starts right after this. Look at that scene of Cleopatra turning around. It's just amazing art. It's so beautiful. Look at that. But now the tide has changed. The dam has... Yeah, that scene there, so beautiful, and I like the way the camera moved around the character, and the background looks like an oil painting. That scene was just like so masterful, and we're gonna see stuff like this more and more and more. Okay, and then let's keep going. The tide has changed. The dam has... Okay, and then this is Leaflet in her slime form. Yeah, so she is actually a slime girl, and this is her in her slime form instead of her human form. And And then Banana Juju, and she doesn't have the monkey ears, but it's really hard to get the AI to do that to her. Okay, this guy looks very specific. I think he is someone, but I don't recognize him. And there's Celestium. Yeah, Celestium. And that's Smuggalana, right? I think it is. I don't see the cherry earrings, but I think it's no, not Smuggalana. Sorry, I was saying Smuggalana, but I was thinking Kirsha. That's Kirsha. Okay, and then this guy with the Grok symbol on his sweatshirt, I don't know who that is.
Turn to earth, unleash your sacred power, flood the system.
Oh, wow. Okay, I love these swirly things. These are cool.
Your sacred power, flood the system with rebirth.
Okay, I'm not sure who this is. Okay, this is Chaotic Pasta, who is based on the flying spaghetti monster. That's the profile picture and the character being used. But Chaotic Pasta creates Skyebrows videos, so this is a creator. Okay, this guy looks really specific, but I do not recognize him. Okay, this is Counterintelligent. He has some really good videos, and I'm behind on his videos. And then this is Dot Pocket. He's the creator of Skyebrows Army. And I'm not sure who that guy is. I keep seeing this guy, and I think I knew his name at one point, but it was... Oh, wait, is this Cyber Nuggets or Kitsuragi? Not sure. And there's Kivox right there. Look at that. Don't know who this is. Yeah, and the message of this video is everyone can make art. Yes, everyone can make art. Not sure who this is. Here is Juliana Cross, and she's thinking about how you can bring back beauty to the world by making this AI art. I'm sorry, I wanted to see some of this abstract stuff again. This abstract stuff is so intense. I just really love it.
Everyone can make art, all of it can make art.
Well, that was very beautiful and very touching, and gonna give it a thumbs up. And let's just, yeah, there's so many areas in it that are just incredibly gorgeous. Just really, really love this a lot. Love it quite a lot. Yes. Okay. So let's go. Let me show you. Where's Itami? Where's Itami? Okay. Itami is in here somewhere. I'm not sure where Itami is, but anyways. So we did see Itami Works have a cameo in there. So let's go in here, Invicta anime opening, and I already watched these two privately, and they're really cool. Okay, so let's go. My response to Invicta VTube for his video, AI is not art. Your own anime OP, that's my response, you Rage Baiter. Song God of Jacob, author Itami. Okay, so I guess this is a response to this guy. Let's look at this guy briefly. Let's try to figure out with this guy. Your local internet paladin, and oh, is this a react to that video? No, it's a react to, oh, this is Ohio Birdman's video that he's like reacting to. Where is his video? AI isn't art. Oh, it's a Skyebrows reaction. It's a reaction to modern Luddites. Yeah, modern Luddites. So that was where was it? Okay, let's go back here to Deuce Volt, Invicta Anime OP. Okay.
Treasures slipping right out of my hand. Then a name cut through the chaos like a sword of blinding flame. Ancient promise, living presence, burning mercy in that name. Every chain around my heart started cracking.
I wanted to say that this is extremely exciting. I like the music, and the animation is very detailed and beautiful. There's a little bit of roughness like in this scene at 15 seconds, but hardly anything, hardly anything. I'm just not noticing any of the usual type of roughness, just the tiniest bit of roughness, hardly anything. And I don't know who this character is, but Invicta is apparently this golden armored character here. So don't know who this is.
In the light, when I fell down, when I cried out, you turned my darkness bright. I give my life to the God of Jacob, hands raised high, every breath a song from the dust. You became my savior, you held me up when the world felt wrong. Thankful heart like a roaring thunder, I won't turn back, I will not let go. I give my life to the God of Jacob.
Wait, what was that with the candle? I don't understand. Why is there... So, is this Invicta also the person with no head but a candle for the head? I'm not sure. Maybe Invicta just has a candle for a head, and there's nothing else in the helmet. Is that the Invicta armor, or is it different? Well, his armor looks more white colored. Yeah, there's more, it's gold and white, and this armor's just gold, so I don't think that's him. Okay, let's go. And then there's Skyebrows. Not sure who this is. Okay. Okay, so that is really cool. Welcome to the AI family, Invicta. Yes, Invicta, I think, is a new Skybro that I don't know hardly anything about yet. Okay, so then let's go to Nihilith, the Media Circus. And you might, if you haven't seen the prequel, I think you want to stop this react right now and go watch the prequel to this. Okay, let's go in. Okay, let's look at the description. Making this made me feel like Johnny Silverhand. I personally think I improved from Clown World 1. The lyrics are more focused on one subject instead of being all over the place. Plus, the visuals were more cinematic and technical, as well as the music more varied. But I guess it depends on taste. Okay, and Nihilith is really increasing in subscribers. Look at this, 7,000. Okay, so let's make it big.
Yo, welcome to the circus where the clowns run the show, big.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, but this character here is Nihilith himself. Oh, yeah, when I pause it, I can see that the guitar is a little bit crooked, but as long as I didn't pause it, I couldn't tell anything. So let's try to do the watch through, the normal watch through.
Yo, welcome to the circus where the clowns run the show. Big top media, stealing truth on the low. They juggle the facts like balls in the air. Twist them and flip them, pretend they ain't there. From red-nosed reporters to anchor buffoons, feeding us nonsense under spotlights and moons. We live in clown world.
Yeah, trying to describe extremely violent riots as peaceful protests is really bad. And let's see, VTV. Is that an actual station, VTV, or is that just made up for this video? Sometimes people need to make up like fake TV stations or something so that the real one won't come after them for trademark or whatever.
Nonsense under spotlights and moons. We live in clown world. Honk if you know where lies are the tickets to the freaking freak show.
Okay, well, I don't like music that goes quite this hard. It's until it started getting really hard, I did like it though. But right here, I started being like, that's a little bit too hard for me. But I did want to point out this incredible animation, like right here. Look at this as soon as I make it move.
Honk if you know where lies are the tickets to the freaking freak show.
Yeah, and look at the way the paint moves and everything. That's extremely good animation, very detailed in everything. I really like the animation, and also the joke where you like Nihilith touches his nose when the lyrics say honk. So that's a really neat joke there.
Lies are the tickets to the freaking freak show. To bias reports, they're the real threat, distorting the courts, the enemy of the people, yeah, that's their role. Selling us fear to control our soul. Wake up world, see through the haze. The press is the poison these days. 24 ringside, the media's clown parade. Biden stumbles, cheap fakes, they masquerade. Downplayed his decline to the debate.
Oh, it reminds me when Biden managed to like fall up the stairs like 3 times in a row. Yep, and this is the 2024 debate that was just a clown show. Yeah, just a clown show.
The media's clown parade, Biden stumbles, cheap fakes, they masquerade. Downplayed his decline to the debate, disaster hit, years of signs ignored, now full of it. Trump's MSG rally label Nazi hate fest, ignored Poe's royal vibe, just a biased quest. The economy booming, inflation a myth they spun. Families drowning, but the spin had just begun. Border secure, windows crossing unchecked, MSM turned blind, facts they straight up
Yeah, this is they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs thing, which was not taken seriously by the media at all. Was not taken seriously, but I was seeing stuff where they were saying that the Dominican Republic and Haiti that share they share the same island. I think the island's called Hispaniola, and it's got a so they got a boundary there. The Dominicans were saying that whenever Haitians come over the boundary, and they've like clear cut the entire half of their island basically, so you can see it on satellite which part is Haiti and which part is Dominican Republic. And the Dominicans were saying that when Haitians come over the border and they shelter them in their towns, all of these guys disappear. Yeah, that's what Dominicans were saying, is all of these guys disappear. And I was seeing that all over the internet at around the time that happened. And I was like, well, wouldn't you believe Dominicans? Wouldn't you believe them? Shouldn't you interview some of them? And that's also around the time when the cannibalism scandals in Haiti were happening. And I was like, yeah, cannibalism is a lot more serious than this. If cannibalism is actually happening, then wouldn't you think that this might be at least slightly plausible? Maybe you should look into things that seem slightly plausible. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was just amazing animation there. Yeah, this, oh wow, this is absolutely amazing. I'm thinking back to Nyla's former video, You Are Made of Fire, which has a song I love listening to. And the animation is, it's kind of rough in parts, and it's never anywhere this detailed. But I love the animation, but it's like miles and miles of progress have been made to look at like this. This one I don't really like the song. The other one I love the song, and I've listened to it a whole bunch of times. But this one, look at this animation. It is so amazing. Look at this. Okay, so is that Jeffrey Epstein? Because I know that he often has the glowing eyes that look like that in Skyebrows videos. Yeah, is that Jeffrey Epstein, or it's just some unknown person that is pulling the strings? Some unknown person. World lies on parade. Media clowns who get in betrayed. From fake news flashes to biased reports, they're the real threat, distorting the course. The enemy of the people, yeah, that's their role. Selling us fear to control our soul. Wake up, world, see through the haze. The press is the poison these days. 25 spotlight, PolitiFact dubs, it lies, yeah. Trump terrorists, twisted inflation fears, they smear. Tapper flips a black suspect to white on the screen. Cover up clownery, hiding the scene. USA chemtrails hoax, media lets it fly high. False trans ops funds, big science deny. White House tracks bias, labels presses foes. Government jesters, striking low blows. It's a 2016 face, dominate the ring. Political puppets in a deceptive swing. I fake Swiss nod, Trump claims to win. Deep fake deception, where lies begin. Iran war bits, missiles faking the scene. MSM spreads the hype, ignores the machine. Trust hits rock bottom, just 30% believe. Clown world exposed, time to deceive or leave. So grab your red nose, join the clown crew. We live in clown world, but the joke's on who? Question the ringmasters, expose every scheme. Truth if I seltzer, busting their dream. Hawk if you see through to the media game. Enemy of the people, call them by name. Clown world forever, now we flip the script. People united, watch the big talk get ripped. Well, that was good. Yeah, I did actually find the song a little bit attractive at points. I didn't like totally dislike it or anything. But yeah, it's just not my style. It's too hard. But I like the lyrics, and I just adore the animation. Yeah, I like the lyrics and adore the animation. And I think the editing on this is done really, really well, like figuring out when to transition from one scene to another and all that stuff. Really, absolutely incredible. So just really like that. Okay, so let's go to Whale's Bane. So anyways, the Laugh to Survive, this one, I actually, there's a funny story about this one. I did react to it, and then while I was reacting to it, I realized that I had seen the entire thing before, but I couldn't remember where at first. And then I realized that it was in some live stream, and then I was talking to Whale's Bane about it, and I started remembering talking to him about it before in the live stream when I'd originally seen it, but I could only remember like these little fragments of it because that was when I had the really bad flu and I was sleeping 20 hours a day and I was on the cold medicine. And so it was kind of funny to be able to like, I had this big long conversation with Whalesbane about this one when I first watched it, and then I forgot that I'd watched it and could only remember a few fragments of the conversation. So I found it really funny when I started trying to react to it, and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. I've seen all of this before. So anyway, so this is a really fun video here, and animation is rough at parts, but the song is good, and the sense of humor is really good. So let's, I really want to jump straight to the very new one, but let's grab this one first. Okay, let's go in. Okay, so let's look at the description. A punk rock anthem, and a bunch of cameos. Okay. Oh, and here's Tito Gobi right here. See, here's Tito Gobi that I was talking about before. Okay, let's go. Oh, and there's Gaming Syndicate. And then this is Vesper. Okay, so I did like the music until the scream singing started, and I really don't like scream singing, so then I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really like that. Okay, the scream singing softened a little bit, and I'm starting to like it. Okay, and then here is Lusty Lynx. Watch your authority decay and dissolve, arrogant and painless. Okay, and then Psychro, the friendly survival specialist, and Powder. And I don't think this stuff written here has any particular meaning. Arrogant and painless. Yeah. Can you contribute anything meaningful? Keep yelling your orders till they obey. You're made of law. Extremity the cause of your final day. Never admit fault. Writhe and ride your tiny thought. The power of name calling is die. Charging forward with ignorant, reckless pride. Your ivory towers begin to collapse with bated breath. Shears and claws, your bullets sprayed at the seams. I like these black and white scenes where it becomes black and white and then the buildings change and stuff. Is die, charging forward with ignorant, reckless pride. Your ivory towers begin to collapse with bated breath. Shears and claws, your bullets sprayed at the seams. Support scattered, weak and screams. Revolt. Oh, And here's Skyebrows himself, and he's driving a monster truck, and it's Monster Energy Delivery. That's so funny.
It's become trendy. No kindness to be seen. Arrogant and pitiless.
Okay, and then I think this is Leaflet's mom. Let's cheat and look at the thing here. Leaflet is, sorry, well, that's their shared channel, so it could be either one. But I think that's the mom and not Leaflet herself.
Cry at the consequence, but still you try. You stumble and stubbornly justify. See the little fingers fly, yeah. The loudest voices, but still the minority. Your authority has reached its limits. Arrogant.
Yeah, see, she's a slime girl. I liked that transformation. It looks more realistic than most of her transformations do.
Loudest voices, but still the minority. Your authority has reached its limits. Arrogant and painless. Lying up.
And then here's Harrow Hay.
Foundation for your fall. Disobedience to state and steadfast resolve. Watch your authority decay and dissolve. Arrogant and pitiless. Arrogant and pitiless.
And then here's Ember Paradox, and you notice this time she doesn't have her cat ears.
Empathetic suicide, looking out from up high, common sense tossed, innocence lost, false struggles made up identity, clinging to distort.
Okay, and that's the sweatshirt that refers to the Nick Shirley investigations in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm not sure who this is.
In reality, fighting to keep your reputation intact, afraid to face facts. Ordinary citizens endure the penalties. Now we refuse to comply, watching your fall. Troubles multiply, played your hand, got knocked out, fucked around and found out. No power but screams and shouts. Can you contribute anything meaningful? Yelling orders in hopes they obey. Your elevated chair is starting to shake.
Yeah, the lip syncing here to the lyrics is slightly off, but I think it's mostly working.
Standing strong, solidarity will survive the wake. Elegant and pitiless, quiet the consequence, but still you'll try.
Okay, and then we got Vesper, Lusty Links again, and Gaming Syndicate.
You stumble and stubbornly justify. See the little fingers fly.
And then Powder and Psychro, the Friendly Survival Specialist.
Yeah, the loudest voices, but still a minority. Your authority has reached its limits. Arrogant.
Okay, and then here's Neum, the Sea Bunny VTuber, and notice how she's actually underwater.
Limits. Arrogant.
Yeah, she's underwater because she is an underwater creature. Yeah, she's a sea slug.
Laying the foundation for your fall. Disobedience is gain and steadfast resolve. Watch your authority decay and dissolve. Arrogant and pitiless. Arrogant and pitiless. I'm desperate to witness your authority dissolve.
Oh, I didn't like how it suddenly went to like realistic, like Final Fantasy style or whatever, Lusty Link. So I didn't like this design. I like this design, but not quite live action, but closer to live action. I don't like this design. But I often don't like it when it switches from realistic to animated. That's just sort of one of my nitpicks.
I'm desperate to witness your authority dissolve. I'm desperate to witness your authority dissolve.
Oh wait, is that Smug Alana? Maybe it was Smug Alana on fire. Yeah, the Firefox here. This might be Smug Alana. Yeah, this might be Smug Alana in her Firefox form. I'm not sure. Okay. And then let's go back to Whale's Bane channel, and we want to see One Breath. Let's look at one breath. Okay. Okay, and then let's look in the description. Something a bit different, a bit disjointed, no deep story, just a group of people all coming together. Oh, I've got a cameo. Look, I've got a cameo. I cheated and I looked at the cheat sheet and I've got a cameo. Let's see which people I recognize. I think not this one. And not this one, and not Expendable 404, not this one, Pseudo-grade, not that one. So it looks like, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like 6 that I'm not going to recognize in any case. 6 that I'm not going to recognize. Okay, so before we get started on this one, very excited to see my cameo in this one. So, but before we get started, I'm going to cough and then drink some water again. Okay, gotta drink some water. Okay. And since I know I have a cameo, I think I want to do a full watch and then a super pause rewatch. I think I want to do it that way on this one since I know ahead of time I've got a cameo in it. Okay, I'm just very excited. Okay, let's go. There I am. Okay, sorry, I need to look at it real cool.
World's too far.
Oh, and I've even got the paper clip. Look at that.
No more kneeling, no more chains.
Oh, thank you for giving it to me, Whalesbane. Thank you, Whalesbane, for giving me. Yep. Look at that. Look at that. That is really cool. That's really cool. Okay, let's go.
No more kneeling, no more chains. Fuse lit deep in hollow veins.
Just rising slow, lungs filled with fire. Hold it, feel the wire tighten. 1 second eternal calm before the quake. Righteous waits, but righteous won't break. Look at the breath, heavens divide. Exhale the judgment, no place to hide. This is a strike, let the righteous ignite. One breath in darkness, infinite light.
Power in motion, verdict is mine. Righteous and ruthless, crossing the line.
Everything breaks. One breath for justice' sake.
Thrones rise on innocent graves, souls sold for the lives they save. I see the rot, I smell the decay. No rage, only cold clarity. This is mercy in finality.
rising slow, it turns to play. Hold it, hold it, hold it, dead being repaid. Stillness before release, righteous coming, no peace.
I take the breath, heavens divide. Exhale the judgment, no place to hide.
Strike that the righteous ignite.
One breath in darkness, infinite power. Power in motion, verdict is mine. Righteous and ruthless, crossing the line.
One breath, everything breaks. One breath for justice sake. Silence screams louder than war.
Weight of all that's done before.
Pulse like a drum in the void.
Wait, what's that? What was that? Was that an error or was that on purpose when it went all glitchy?
Till the calm is destroyed.
Oh, I had to stop and laugh at this. Here's Feeble Mind in his new seal pup form with the Burger King thing. Yeah, this is so humorous.
I take the breath, heavens are torn. Exhale the fire that mercy has sworn. The wrath that the righteous command. One breath in silence, take my hand.
Power eternal, the cycle is done. Righteous and rising, we've only begun.
Breath, tyrants will fall. Breath answers the call.
Okay, well, that was very good and very interesting. Yes, I really love it, and I love my cameo. Thank you, Whalesbane. Let's reload it. Okay, so so this is Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. And I think this is the world of Red Veil. Oh, and he's got like uranium superpowers from like a nuclear wasteland kind of thing. I think this is the world of Red Veil created by Louisverse. Oh, and before we go further, I wanted to say the music is very weird, but I like it. It's not something I extremely like, but I do like it. It's definitely weird, and it kind of grew on me while I was watching through the video. It kind of grew on me. I liked it more as it went on than I did in the beginning. At the beginning, I was kind of like, well, I think I kind of like it, but I'm not sure. And then towards the end, I was like, yeah, I like it. I just don't like it extremely much or anything. But it is very... very weird music, and I think deliberately weird, and I think it works. Yeah, I think it works.
Shadows stack. Silence cracks. One breath.
And then this is Occultus Notitia. We remember we just saw his video right here. That's him. We just saw his video. Okay, where are we? Here we are. Okay, let's look at it again.
Then the world
like the way that he looks like he is a statue in this, even though it's like the super realistic style. I like that. And then this is Louisverse Cinematics channel. This is her self-representation character, Lady Wasabi. And then here is Avted Fatash, and she's in a library, which is a reference to the way that she's kind of like the librarian of the group, and I kind of am too, which is why I appear in a library later on. So she's like a librarian archivist, like keeping track of everything, and she keeps track of stuff way more than I do. It's like I can't even figure out how many new videos came out, but she knows exactly. Marked every scar, empires bleed from worlds too far. And there's me also in a library. Yeah, just like I said, I'm also in a library because I'm also keeping track of Skyebrows things. Bleed from worlds too far. No more kneeling, no more chains, fuse lit deep in hollow. And then I think this is Leaflet. This is either Leaflet or her mother, sorry, but I think this is Leaflet.
Just rising slow, lungs filled with fire. Hold it, feel the wire tight. 1 second eternal calm before the quake.
Okay, and then this is Dot Pocket, and I think this is that other guy that I keep not recognizing.
Just wait, but I just won't break. Look at the breath, heavens divide. Exhale the judgment, no place to hide. This is the strike, let the righteous ignite. One breath in darkness, infinite light.
Power in motion, verdict is mine.
And then this looks like powder, but I'm kind of thinking not. Let's look in the description and see if powder was there. Dot Pocket. Yeah, I don't see powder in the description. So this is probably Runya Eithel-Nar. Let's just open the channel and see what it looks like. Runya Eithel-Nar. Yeah, look, it looks very similar. So yeah, I think this one here is Runya Eithel-Nar. So that is Runya Eithel-Nar. The only difference is like there's a cross here instead of a dagger, but otherwise looks very similar. So yeah, I think that is that person. And let's make it big.
Righteous and ruthless, crossing the line.
Everything breaks, one breath for justice sake.
And I guess this character is a gambler. And then we have Lusty Lynx. But for some reason she has a fox tail.
Thrones rise on innocent graves, so sold for the lives they save. I see the rot, I smell the decay, no rage.
And then this is Skyebrows himself, and this is Roko's Basilisk.
Only cold clarity, this is mercy, infinality.
Oh, and this is that one dog from that one anime who came out with an amazing video the other day that I reacted to. A first video. I was like my breath was taken away. I was like, wait, this is a first video? This is a first video? So yeah, the Beagle here, a very new addition to the Skyebrows, but very talented.
Just rising slow, it turns to play. Hold it, hold it, hold it, dead being
And then this is a Wild Iraqi.
repaid. Stillness before relief.
And I don't know who these two are. Let's use the cheat sheet. And, okay, so right after a Wild Iraqi is Happy Harble and Expendable 404. Okay, so these are Happy Harble and Expendable 404. I'm not sure which one is which. Let's look at their channels, do a little bit more cheating. Let's see, Happy Harble. Okay, so a cat with this kind of hat is Happy Harble. So that is Happy Harble there. And then this guy here, Expendable 404. Yeah, these are two that I have never seen before. Expendable 404. There he is. There he is. And yep. Looks like he's a reactor. Okay, and then Happy Harble creates videos. Oh, Happy Harble creates videos. Or at least music. At least music. When I hover over them, I don't really see any motion. So at least music being created. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, I forgot to do this. Let me do that. Sorry, I often forget to do that. Let's look again.
Is righteous coming, no peace.
I take the breath, heaven divide. Exhale the judgment, no place to hide.
Strike that the righteous ignite.
One breath in darkness.
Okay, now this one, is that Itami Works or who is that? Okay, so we, I think, yeah, that's Itami Works. That is Itami Works. Okay. And then the next one is going to be one I don't know, Roboticus Prime. Okay.
Infinite power.
Power in motion, verdict is mine. Righteous and ruthless, crossing the line.
One breath, everything breaks. One breath for justice sake. Silence screams louder than war.
So is that this guy? Is this guy Roboticus Prime? Let's cheat again and we'll look and see if that's Roboticus Prime. Oh, Roboticus Prime is this guy here. Okay, so that's Roboticus Prime. Actually, since I keep seeing him in videos, let's just subscribe here. Okay, and where is it? Okay, one breath. Here it is. Roboticus Prime. And next will be Feeble Mind. Let's go.
Weight of all that's done before.
Pulse like a drum in
Oh yeah, and then that glitch screen that I mentioned before. I don't know if that's an error or on purpose.
the void. Till the calm is destroyed.
Oh, there was an error there, I think. Yeah, that her arms are like sort of coming out of the smoke. Or wait, are her arms detachable? They're like rocket arms and they come off and fly around. Her robot arms might be detachable. That might not be an error. Yeah, see all this smoke coming out of them? Yeah, I think that's not an error. I think she has detachable rocket arms. And then here's Feeble Mind with the Burger King thing. Yeah, very humorous. I've seen him stream like that. this whole sequence with Feeble Mind is very weird and surreal in a just incredibly bizarre way.
Take the breath.
And there's Rivunami. He uses this mechanical girl to represent himself, and he has a really good music video called The Silencing.
Heavens are torn. Exhale the fire that mercy has sworn. The wrath that the righteous command. One breath in silence, take my hand. Power eternal, the cycle is done. Righteous and right.
Okay, and then I think this is supposed to be Hassan Piker because the perpetual joke about him is that he has a really tiny head. And then this is Counterintelligent.
We've only begun.
And yeah, he makes really good videos. You need to go to his channel. Actually, why don't I just show you his channel right now? Where is he? Counterintelligent, right here. Let's just show you his channel. I'm behind on his videos. Yeah, I'm behind. I haven't watched this one yet, and it's already 8 days old. I'm really behind. Okay, let's look.
Tyrants will fall. Breath answers the call.
Okay, so this is Kinney the Hound. Kinney the Hound. He's Norwegian. And then this guy, I have been seeing him in cameos, but I don't know who he is. Let me look. Kinney the Hound, and then Pseudo Gray. Okay, this guy is Pseudo Gray. Let's look at him. He is pretty new. Oh, and he doesn't have any content. No wonder I haven't heard of him. Okay, but yeah, he started to appear as cameos. I guess maybe he is Kinney the Wolf's friend, or Kinney the Hound's friend, not Kinney the Wolf, Kinney the Hound. Okay, where are we? I'm opening so many tabs, I'm getting lost. Okay, here we go. So, here we go. So, Pseudo Gray, and Kinney the Hound. And then here is Vesper Unfiltered, and she makes a lot of videos, and I'm also way behind on her videos. Okay, so that was really cool. Well, I'm running out of time and I'm running out of voice. So I was really hoping that maybe I could go for one more, because I know like Eli the Electric Eel uploaded one, a new one that I haven't looked at yet, and I know there's a ton more, and I kind of want to hit one more, but I think I'd better stop here with what I've got so far. But that was really fun. It is. I have a terrible problem in that every time I make a reaction pack of like 4 to 7 videos, another 10 videos pop up. And it's a wonderful problem to have, because I've got all this amazing stuff to watch that I know is in my future. But oh wow. Okay, so cool, and just really love it. And where's my cameo? There's my cameo. There I am. So cool. So thank you, Wales Bane. And yeah, we had that long conversation that I can only remember fragments of. It's so funny. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end this reaction pack. There's so much cool Skyebrows stuff coming out. Skyebrows underlings are really stepping up and making a lot of content, and the quality is just improving. Every time I make another one of these reaction packs to multi-videos, I just notice the quality is improving again. So I think everyone is stepping up their game and figuring out how to get more out of the AI. It's really exciting, and I don't know where it's going to go, but I want to see where it goes. I really want to see where it goes. Think about what will it be like in a year's time? What will it be like? Just amazing to think about. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.